Hello everyone and welcome to the RNG University. On tonight's episode, Jun? So, I played Grixis last time and I thought, hey, why don't I try another 3-color combo? And this time I'm going to try Jun. This color combo was really popular when Black was kind of controlling the entire meta. Now it's kind of iffy because the new meta really just started and people are trying to figure it out. And I found a Jun deck out there that could be good. I'm not really quite sure. So let's look at the deck list itself. We have 2 cut down, 3 go for the throat for early game removal, and also 2 Abrades. Right? We saw how good. Actually, let me put it over here. We saw how good Abrade was in the matchup against Grixis because we can blow up their bank buster. I really actually like Abrade more and more in today's meta because there are more and more artifact plays. Right? If your opponent doesn't play artifact, it still does 3 damage. So it's not just shatter, but it's also shatter, so it's good in that category. Alright, and then of course we have 4 Tenacious Underdog. That's a card draw, that's, blitz damage, that is a blocker if your opponent's aggro. It's just good all around. And same thing can be said about Bloodtithe Harvester. He is also card draw, he's also, a removal, technically, and he is a blocker if your opponent's aggro. So these 4 2-drops are gonna be useful, right? These 4 offs in the 2 drops are going to be very useful. And honestly, this is the same as Grixis, right? It's almost the same cards used in Grixis. And the same can be said here. Fable the Mirror Breaker in the 3-drop. We need it. We need Fable to do Fable things because this deck is lacking card draw a little bit. And then we have the new inclusion, Glissa Sunslayer. And, a lot of the deck lists I've seen run 3, 4 Glissa. I don't have 4. I only got 2 from packs. And I'm not going to go craft her because I'm not really quite sure how good she is. Yeah, she's also a legendary, meaning that, if we have a bunch in our hand, it just kind of gets stuck. So she's First Strike Death Touch, which is insanely good because she'll win every combat except with other First Strikers, and there's not that many in the game. So Glissa's crazy. And then whenever she deals combat damage to a player, we got one of the 3 abilities. Draw a card, lose 1 life, destroy an enchantment, or remove 3 counters. Each of which is very impactful. So I'm gonna really try her. I think she's good, but I don't know how many inclusion might be necessary. So instead of putting in for Glissa, I put in the remainder in Tyvar, Jubilant Brawler. So Tyvar is a very good planeswalker. He's crazy enough, just a rare, not a mythic, but his passive is that activated ability of creatures I control can be activated as though they had haste. Well, that works on Bloodtithe Harvester as a removal. That also works on the backside, the reflection of Kiki-Jiki, and when it comes into play, we can start copying. That's really, really important. Alright, so that's really all I'm using his ability for, but the plus and the minus can still come into effect, right? Plus is untap. We might be able to untap a Kiki-Jiki and use the effect again, or we might be able to untap a Bloodtithe Harvester and then do a removal rather than just doing a attack. And then we also have the mill return, which, well, we got the returns here, so that's what that is. Only 2 off because it's not an elf deck. Then we have Riveteer's Charm, the Jun Charm. Make our opponent sack a creature if our opponent's going big. Exile top 3 card in my library to play 1 if I'm needing card draw, or exile to graveyard if our opponent's kind of, a reanimating deck. And then we have for Sheoldred. Not really much to say about Sheoldred. She is just that good. And then I included 1 Soul of Windgrace because that is the Jun legendary. I want to see if he's actually any good in the deck. But I'm not doing a land-based strategy, so only 1 off. Then I have 3 Workshop Warchief. Now a lot of deck lists runs 4. I don't have 4. I'm definitely not gonna go craft a Workshop Warchief here because he's just okay, right? He's great at gaining life. He's great at blitzing out and dying to give me another 4/4. But that's about it. That's he is surprise damage, right? It's trample 5 damage, so it's not nothing. But again, in red we could probably get a lot more damage with another spell. So that's why we are just running 3 off. And then we have 1 Vraska. Just kind of the top end. Proliferate, card draw, removal to make things into a treasure. And then we'll probably never get the -9 off, but, it's there. So that's why there's only 1 off. Vraska is just cool. Cool new planeswalker, shiny, gotta try her out. And then the land base. So we have, again, like I mentioned, I like to have a basic land in the deck. So we got 1 swamp, 1 forest. Those are just for in case our opponent try to basic check us. And we have Takenuma and Boseiju. Those are the good channel lands. And then we have 2 Black Cliff Cleave, 4 Haunted Ridge, 2 Sulphurious Spring, 4 Deathcap Glade, 2 Copperline Gorge, 2 Karplusan Forest, 2 Rockvault Vale, so a bunch of the double color lands, and then 4 Zeotor's Proving Ground for the Jund Shuffle land. So the land base is very, very involved, and if you're missing any of these lands, you kind of filled them out with the remainder ones that you do have. I have 8 of the red-black, 4 of the black-green, and then 6 of the red-green. Right, so this is basically I got the number of a lot of deck lists, and they all kind of tend toward that because we have a lot more black in the deck, so that's why. But you know, you can mix it up a little bit if you want to go even. The point is you need to have 26 lands in the deck, right? 26 lands is important because the Jund deck plays a little bit slower, and we need those land drops. So that's the deck list. Now let us try it out. Alright, I am, you know, kind of scared how good this deck will do in a control meta or against a control deck. I think we're pale in comparison since we don't have any Duresses. And Platinum. He's in Platinum. But I think we'll hold our ground against aggro or even mid-range. This is not a great hand. We have 2 lands and some 2-drops. Our opponent goes first, though. So I'm going to keep, because we have enough 2-drops to stay on tempo, but we don't have a cut down. Yeah, we don't have a cut down. That's unfortunate. We could really use that cut down there, but you know what? Here comes Thalia. Yep. So our go for the throw is dead. And then we got to play the Bloodtithe Harvester. If they play Bloodtithe here, we might as well just quit. Lay down arms. That's not as bad. He Thalia attacks himself. So I need to top deck a land. That's not a land, so I'm gonna leave. Bye. So yeah, that was the first game, but not really a game because we got screwed by the shuffler. 26 lands. Remember, you need to hit your land drop in a Jund deck because you got nothing else. There is no coming back from like being behind. There is no big winnings play. You have to just keep tempo and then make sure that your opponent doesn't overrun you. We're gonna go first this time, but we still only have 2 lands. I will play the Haunted Ridge first because since we're going first, right, the cut down could be used a little bit later. Now the question is, do I want a Bloodtithe Harvester? His evolving adaptive can grow, but at best it can grow into a 3/3. It plays 2 creatures, right? So, it's fine. And if I still only have 2 lands, this is going to be a bad Fields game. That can only mean one thing. I was afraid of the Quirion Beastcaller coming out because then I don't know what to do. I guess I'll block if he wants to do that. Okay, I did get a land. It comes with a tap, but it is a... Oh, no. 2 or fewer. I keep forgetting about this. So, yeah, the 3rd land comes into play untapped. Okay, that means I can cut this down. Which is good. Die. I didn't play the Fable there because I don't want the Quirion to grow. I'm going to hold up Abrade if he plays another creature here. Feldon. Do I want to Abrade a Feldon? He gets 2 draws, right? Do I want to Abrade a Feldon here? I don't really want to. But then that means I'm pitching something. The Riveteer's Charm is good, but you know what? I'm gonna get rid of it for now. Ah! Okay, I did get my land. I was gonna say, if I don't get my land, I'm gonna be pretty mad. Sheoldred's good. Against Gruul? Honestly, I probably should have pitched the Abrade. Also, knowing that you would draw an Abrade, that helps a little bit. But thinking back, Abrade's probably not as good because Riveteer's Charm can make him sack a big creature. Now I don't have that option. I'm gonna have to double Abrade something. Riveteer's Charm will be better here. Yeah, that was a bad play. But, you know, sometimes it's about thinking back on these plays so that we know a little bit better. Huh. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's a haste creature. I want to play an underdog here? Well, do I want to attack first? I mean, of course we're going to attack. Do I want to hold up Abrade against another potential? Yeah, let's do it. He could have another Raiju. Maybe that's why he played it. And if he does, I don't want the Raiju to run over me. Alana and Elena. Gotta put a stop there. Well, now I'm happy I have 2 Abrades. Zeotor's Proving Ground. Okay, guess I'll just play a land. Play it as a land, I mean. I could Underdog. That will deal 7 damage, bring him to 5. And then draw a card, he'll go down to 3. So yeah, that's fine. The Blitz doesn't actually deal damage to me because I get to draw a card and then Sheoldred will give me back at 2 life. Yeah. We gotta go for the throw. That's very good temple damage there. Or temple removal there. And he's at 3, so he's not gonna win. Alright, GG. Gruul is very, very iffy in the current meta. Just because I still think, you know, we get a lot of aggro deck, and Gruul kind of is too slow against the good aggro decks like mono red or soldiers. And Gruul is just not gonna work against a good control deck or a good temple deck. And Gruul pelts in comparison to the black removal deck. So I don't know what Gruul's doing. Anyways, here is game number 3. In fact, I'm probably gonna play Gruul just to lose a bunch of games to find out. We're playing against Kiwi 13. This is... Remember how we were drawing lands last few games? Now it's all the lands. Alright, we got 2 fast land into a forest. I want to keep. Recruitment officer? Okay. Well, start with the first fast land. And then we'll have to cut down their thing unless they play Thalia. Then I have to cut down Thalia. I'm not playing the next turn anyways. I'll take the 2 damage. I don't like to, but you know what? I'm afraid of what he's going to play. He's thinking about what to play. He has several good plays, I believe. Riveteer Charm only removes 1 creature, though. That's the bad part about it. Will he play anything? Nothing? Go to my turn? So if I cut this down, there's going to be 2 1/1s. Yeah, not waste mana here. He's just holding up his 1/1s. So that means I'm going to play my tap land here. And then next turn, Deathcap Glade, right? 2 or more lands. Oh, 2 or fewer lands. I always get these 2 mixed up somehow, and it's not fun. Siege Veteran. Alright, now we're behind by a lot. Can I even remove the Siege Veteran in this deck? I don't have a board wipe. I have a Go for the Throat, but you know that only worked on turn 2. I don't think it'll work on this turn. Putting out a Fable. Putting out a Fable doesn't do anything. Putting out a Glissa is a first strike Death Touch. That might do something, but he could have a Brutal Cathar, right? I should play on curve though. There it is! Brutal Cathar. Oh. I mean, he's playing around the, what you call it? The cut down there. But you know what? I drew it anyway, so that's good. Alright, so that means that I'm going to cut down the Siege Veteran. I need to do that first so that he doesn't get a bunch of things. And then I'll pass turn. Or maybe I'll Riveteer's Charm. Make him sack the Brutal Cathar. And then he has Bloodtithe again. Right? I don't want... Do I want to do it on his turn? I mean, that removal is going to happen anyways, so... You sack the biggest thing. Thalia? Okay, that's not as bad, but it does kind of tax me for a turn. No attacks. If he doesn't attack, doesn't that mean I want to go to nighttime? Since at nighttime his Bloodtithe won't be able to do anything against me. Well, definitely cannot attack here, so I'll end the turn. Resolute Reinforcement. That's no fun. That's a lot of things on the board. Okay, let's really hope that he doesn't just top deck a Harbin or something. Yoshin Frontliner. Does he want to attack? I mean, if he just keep attacking here, I don't think I could survive. But he didn't, so... Give me a chance to come back here. Fable the Mirror Breaker. And I'll hold up. I mean, I'll keep the forest in my hand, hold up, go for the throw. And hopefully... hopefully he doesn't draw anything good. So I can pitch, go for the throw. Harbin! Alright, you know what? This is... Yeah, I'll put a stop there. And then I'll go for its throw. Oh, nice top deck there. No attacks. Okay, that means I get to pitch these two cards. Lands to get 2 more lands. One of them is a land. Alright, I get to remove 2 counters. Does that do anything? Enchantment? There's no enchantment. So... Even then, I don't know what I'm gonna do if he top decks another Harbin. I guess it's time to get the tempo on. If he attacks, I die anyways. I don't think he's gonna double block. Yep. Wow, we get a lot of removal though, so that's at least we have that going. If he top decks another Harbin, oh man, we just die. It's not a land. If he's a land, also he can use a fortified beach, right? Yeah, it costs 5. So he's basically he's got a million ways to get out of the game, and I don't. Oh, it's just combating. I'm gonna block that, and I'll take 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I can block with a Glissa. I guess I will block with a Glissa. The thing is, blocking with a Glissa, he could have a Gonjo, right? But a Gonjo saves me 4 life, whereas I'm gonna die anyway, so might as well do it. That's probably a Gonjo though. I don't know. Why would he not play? Okay, that's a bad play right there. So the better play would be to play a Gonjo and then activate the fort. You dum-dum. Alright, Sheoldred's good, but I don't know how relevant Sheoldred will be. I'll play Sheoldred. I'll play the Underdog. I now have 4 blockers against 4 creatures. Let's go. Please don't be a Bloodtithe. He's got the best top decks every turn. Does he forget that his fortified beachhead is a fortified beachhead? He could. Never put it past your opponent to be forgotten how to play the game. Alright, we have to keep the reflection. Oh, he just let me not do anything, which is fun. This is like the worst top deck I could have had. Right? Do I even want to attack with Sheoldred? It does 4 damage, but next turn I can reflection into reflection. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 reflections, that's an extra 10 damage. right? I remove Sheoldred. I play Sheoldred by, you know, attacking with Sheoldred. That's going to be 4 more damage, but then I'll remove 4 potential copies of Reflection, which is 8 damage. So no attacks here. Also, I hold up a card, which is a mystery. I don't know what he can play then. Because I'm going to go to nighttime, Brutal won't do anything. Our opponent is just roping us because... Come on. Okay, we met another one of these opponents, right? Everyone who plays Soldier is somehow not able to end their, like, priority. When they have nothing to do. No hand, the only activation you have is a Fortified Beachhead, which doesn't do anything during the turn that I might attack. So, what are you doing here? Your go! Alright, if our opponent's gonna do this, I'm just gonna spam him. Come on. Maybe he DC'd. Maybe he rage quit. I bet he rage quit because he saw 2 Kiki Jiki. Nothing draws cards here, so I'm still only at 9. I don't survive a Harbin attack, but he needs to have an extra Harbin. Which means that he shouldn't attack last turn to get his Resolute Reinforcement killed. Yeah. This is a fun game we're having. Come on, opponent. You know how Magic works. I go, and then you go, and then I go. I didn't have lethal there, that's why I didn't attack. I could have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So even if he doesn't block, it only does 11 damage. Yeah, take all that time just to quit. GG! So like I said, Jun could combat aggro. That's basically what it did. Kind of slowly though, and we got really lucky, right? We drew basically all of our removal. We drew all 3 go for the throw and 2 cut downs. We needed to do that. Merciless Marauder! Okay, Merciless. Opponent goes first. We got 3 drops as our first play. This is couldn't get worse than that. Alright, I guess it could. Keep 6, put back a Sheoldred. Let's do it. That mulligan was embarrassing, and our opponent goes first with Mono Red Burn. So maybe it's well, looking at Obnixus, maybe it's with a red black, what is that called? Rakdos? Now Mono Red Burn with a Demolition Field. Basically means I can't play anything this turn. Why? Alright, didn't matter. Still gonna lose. This has been fun. I mulliganed into a better removal hand and I didn't get it, so... Unless he doesn't have a land this turn, then I might still have a chance. No land drops? No land drops. Okay, I might still have a chance. I don't know. It's kind of neither here or there. I can turn that into a treasure, but it gives me an extra life. Just attack. Don't play anything, just attack. You have nothing in your hand. Nothing. All 5 drops and no land. Do it. Do it. Wow, Lightning Strike. Take 5. I'll be at 6. And then I get to pitch 2 cards. I don't think Vraska will ever happen. And then the Forest? Nah, no Forest. Sheoldred. I still died to just a Lightning Strike. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I died to like basically anything on board. Is the Jubilant Brawler any good? No, I got no creatures in the graveyard. Untap 1 creature, which doesn't do anything either. So I have to Fable and hope that I don't die. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna be at 1. Then I'm going to go to 3. And I have a blocker now, but I'm at 3. Which means that any 1 damage will get me killed. Because there's... so close yet so far. This is heartbreaking. I need the blockers in case he has a haste creature. He drew a land! A chick! That's 2 damage. If he has 1 damage somewhere... it's GG. Wait, you only attack with 1? Oh no. I quit very fast. Because I have no flyers. So yeah, that was... awful. No removal, all lands. That's something you gotta be careful about playing Jund though. Alright, last game. You can replay the color challenge. Who does the color challenge more than once? Why would you do that? Those games weren't even fun. And I used to love those like anti-AI games back in Hearthstone. Those were very challenging. Arena doesn't have anything like that. Oh look, removal, no black. We go first. Now I had to mulligan that hand. Black, no removal. So I'm gonna put back a Workshop Warchief. And then just gonna start pinging myself, I guess. Duress. Well, there goes the Fable. As always. Bloodtithe Harvester. Ow, ow. I don't have that many ping lands in the deck. I'm just surprised I drew all of them. Alright, Deathcap Glade. Glissa. And hopefully she doesn't get removed, because if she does, it's it for us. It's out of top 3 card until the end of my next turn I get to play. How good is that? Not that good. Removal. Mono black removal here. Yeah. Land, nothing, go. Sorin. I can make him sack it.
I bring order to this broken world.
Do I have haste creatures? I don't think so. Do I want to make him sack Sorin? Let me draw a card first. Well, okay, you resolve your thing first.
You deal with this annoyance.
What am I gonna draw? A land. Well, that means I have to look at the top. God dang it. I really need to use this to kill Sorin, huh? What am I gonna get top 3? Oh, okay. I get a Sheoldred. And then I may play all these cards or one? You may play those cards. Okay, so any of these cards. So I can play a Rockfall Veil, right? And I can play Sheoldred here. And I can pass a turn. I can cut this down whenever. I don't need to hurry. We did get to go first, but our opponent had answers to every one of our creatures, so we're just gonna lose. If he invokes us here, I'm out.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Yeah, even if he doesn't invoke us here, this is the thing I was afraid of against this current meta, is that I'm really nothing good against these kind of more controlling decks. What do I have? Graveyard Trespasser. Just gonna eat my Glissa? No, you should eat the other thing. This Jund deck clearly has Tyvar. Okay, I can blitz the Sorin. Because I'll blitz the Sorin here. Oh, I need to pay 4. Right, if he double blocks, then the Sorin doesn't die, and he gets an extra card draw. But he has to double block. Whereas if I attack with Sheoldred, Sheoldred will die to the double block. And then I'll lose a Sheoldred and I'll have a 4/4 on board. And no Sorin. That also works. Yep.
Without me, we're all doomed.
Ah, land. Remember those games where I don't have 2 lands? This should, like, can I transfer to that game? Because all I've drawn are lands. Okay, that's not fair. I drew like half lands. And the deck is pretty much half lands. Abrade? Not Abrade. Okay, I can attack. Do you think he will block with a Bank Buster? He's at 4, right? I don't think he will. But let's do it anyways. Fable. I'm gonna hold the Zerathora land so that I can pitch it. He's gonna draw a card, probably gonna crew. I don't know. He might attack with the Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, Tenacious Underdog. I'm not afraid of that. I can take some damage. Just 3, huh? I'll take the 3. Should attack with the Graveyard Trespasser too, if you know what's good for you. Also, it gets to remove graveyards. It's very important to do that. Draw a card. Does it go to my turn? Did you top deck a removal? No. He has something sticking. Is it just a crew? I don't need the Copperline Gorge. Go for the throw's pretty good. Can't use it on the Graveyard Trespasser though. I don't need to though, right? So that should be fine. What am I gonna do? Attack, get a mana, and the Graveyard Trespasser will eat the 2/2. I don't want that to happen. I don't really need that mana either. So, wait, should I attack first? Takes the 4. I need to get my Tyvar out somehow. I do have a go for the throw as a removal, if he has Sheoldred somehow. See how good a Abrade would have been there? Didn't get it. Not pitching away go for the throw though. Sheoldred's Edict. Sack a non-token creature. Well, that's just the 1. Play your Sheoldred. No, just Underdog. Underdog's not that scary. Attack. My turn. Land. I don't want the land here, so guess I'll blood away the forest. Tyvar, 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 Tyvar. Ooh, Abrade. Well, it's got 1 charge left, right? I think it's still good to Abrade it. Do I want to kill a Tenacious Underdog? I'll be down to... He'll be down to 1 card. You can top it like a Sheoldred and I won't be able to kill the Sheoldred. But I get to save my 4/4. Do I need to save a 4/4? Do I want to trade that for an Underdog? I didn't do it last turn. Why would I do it this turn? Ah! Nice top deck, jerk. Whoa! That's gutsy. Okay, so I will remove his Underdog. Wait, let me... You draw your card first. This way I can get through with damage. Oh, I got an underdog. That's... Is that lethal? It could be. That's lethal! Hey, GG. We got the perfect top deck against their pretty good top deck. So we won! Alright, so that's what, 3 out of 5 games for Jun? Jun's pretty good. Jun's not bad, but it is bad against control, right? So, I stand on what I said before. Jun is kind of pale in comparison to the good control decks, but against aggro, it can hold its own. Now, when it comes to Glissa, how good is she? She is actually very good. Every time that we got to play her and she didn't get removed, she held her own on the board. Especially against aggro, they can't run over Glissa. She has First Strike and Death Touch. She will win every combat. And the removal cards in the deck is very important. Abrade is very important. We actually won because we have Tenacious Underdog as a top deck, so I can't say to cut Underdog. And the Blitz help us kill Soren, so we can't really cut the Blitz Warchief. All in all, the deck is okay. Vraska probably can't be cut. Windgrace never shown up once, right? So these two cards are the most iffy cards. Our land base is fairly strong, but of course, you know, land is always based on luck. So that's the whole deck list. Riveteer's Charm is very good. We got to use Riveteer's Charm to card draw, and that's how we won that game. Otherwise, we would have top deck like 1 Sheoldred and then 2 more lands. That would have been very bad for us. So yeah, that game was okay. We won, so I'm happy about that. But that's how the Jun deck goes. You don't really have a big flashy play or big swingy play. You just kind of are trying to keep tempo, trying to remove the board, and hopefully win with enough damage over time. And that's basically how you play Jun, right? If that's your playstyle, this is a good deck for you. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.